Hey guys, this is Unit 5, Intervals of the Scale from the Fundamentals of Piano Theory, Level 5, by Keith Snell and Martha Ashley. This unit is on the intervals of the scale for major and perfect intervals. I'm going to walk through you for, it looks like, harmonic intervals and melodic intervals. So the difference between harmonic and melodic is that harmonic intervals are played at the same time, and melodic intervals are played one at a time. So, for example, here's a harmonic interval and a melodic interval. So in the harmonic interval, you heard both of the pitches at the same exact time, and in a melodic interval, you heard them one note at a time. So in this example here, they're showing them melodically. They're both stacked on top of each other. And so number 1 says, draw a note above the one given to form harmonic intervals of this scale. So we're going to stack them on top of each other. Name each interval, write M for major or P for perfect. So we're going to stay inside the key signature provided. We don't need to write in any accidentals because it's already in the key signature. So major, so we're in a major scale. 3 flats, B flat, E flat, and A flat. That's going to be E flat major. The first one they wrote major second. And another thing is, if you didn't even know that this was E flat major, all of these start on E flat. So now we need to do a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and an octave, or an eighth. Eighth, I'll just write it like that. Thirds, that's major. Fourth, that's perfect. Fifth, that's perfect. Sixth, that's major. Seventh, that's major, and a perfect octave. Now we're going to stack them on top of each other. I'm just going to keep going one note higher, just like how they did an example. E flat, the next note after E flat is F. Now I'm going to go to G, A flat, B flat, C, D, and then E flat. I don't need to write in any accidentals because it's already in the key signature. This is a little blurry. I don't like that. Let's see if I can minimize the blur. Without the screen going bonkers. I guess that's a little bit better. I think it would just be better if I had a different camera. Okay, the next one we have A major. There's 3 sharps there. Just be careful that you're watching it's in bass clef. Same thing, second A, next note is B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Make sure your line notes look like line notes and your space notes look like space notes. Second, major, third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, and perfect octave. I changed my mind. I'm going to bring this back down. I'm very indecisive today with the camera. Sorry, everybody. There. This school year, I'm getting all new cameras. That's my goal. All new cameras. Great quality. Okay, this one, they're all harmonic intervals, so they're all still stacked. We need to now just write in they basically just provided a step for us, which is great. So we have B flat and E flat, that's B flat major. Okay, so we have a third, major third, and here if you're having a hard time figuring out what the interval is, we can count. So B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G. So this is a major sixth, or you can just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a perfect fourth, a major second, perfect octave, perfect fifth, and a major seventh. Bink, bink, bink. So those are the answers for that one. The next one is in the key of D major. If these key signatures are not memorized by this point of the theory books, you need to go back and memorize them. Because these books are just going to get harder and harder and just adding more and more concepts. These intervals are melodic. So now instead of them being stacked on top of each other, it's one note and then another note. So when you're doing the intervals, start on the first note and go to the second note. So a D to a C sharp, that's a major seventh. A D to a G, that's a perfect fourth. A B going down to a G, a D. So start on the lowest pitch here. A D going up to a B. So if you're having difficulty with it, count it. D, E, F, G, A, B. That's a sixth. A D going up to an F sharp, or an F sharp going down to a D. That's a major third. Now, if you go from an F sharp up to a D here, that's going to be different. That's going to be the interval inverted. So it's going to be a sixth. So you don't want to do that. You always want to start on the lowest pitch and then go up. This is going to be a perfect fifth, major second, and then a perfect octave. Okay. Next page. Now they're not providing you with the key signatures. They're only providing you with accidentals. So it says, name these intervals, but think of the lowest note in each interval as the tonic of the major scale. So, for example, we saw that these were all the tonics, and they matched with the key signature. E was the E flat in this key signature, so it's E flat major. A was the A, which was the tonic, the first scale degree, in the A major. The B flat was the B flat, the first scale degree, the tonic in the B flat major, and the D for the D major. So this G is going to be the first scale degree for G major. This is going to be a perfect fifth. This E is going to be the first scale degree in E major. So this is a D sharp for E major. So that's 4 sharps. This is going to be a major seventh. And this is A flat major. So each measure is essentially a different key signature, and they're saying that the bottom pitch is the first scale degree of that key signature for each measure, just like kind of how you did over here. Okay, A flat to F, that is a sixth. This is a perfect fourth, major second, major third, and a perfect octave. And the next line, we're in bass clef. Oops, sorry, that kind of went up. Major sixth. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's always okay. Double check. Sometimes you're gonna have a little brain fart like I just did. And just double check. Yeah. If you're having problems, just bring it on back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Major sixth. Some days you're gonna be quicker than other days. Like if you've had a long day, maybe you just need a little extra second. And that's okay. Next section. Says draw a note above the one given to form these harmonic intervals of the scale. So harmonic, we're stacking them on top of each other. Think of the lowest note in each interval as the tonic note of the major scale. Add sharps or flats when needed. So we are going to look at the interval that they want us to write. Start on the first note of that scale and then add it. So we just need to think about, this is C major. There's no sharps or flats or C major, so we don't have to write any in. This is G major. There is one sharp for G major, and that's F sharp. So if it just so happens to land on an F sharp, we just need to write it in. So perfect fourth above C. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an F And then we're going to go ahead and draw it in there. Well, here it just so happens to land on an F, and in G major, it's sharp. So we have to write in that sharp there. A flat major has 4 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. And a perfect fifth above A is E. So we need to write in that flat. Major third above D flat is F. And in D flat major, we have B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. So we don't need to write in a flat there. Major seventh above F is E. That's okay. Major sixth above B is G. And that is sharp. Major third above D is F. And that is sharp. So there's the first line. I'm sorry, the lines are a little bit hard to see. Okay, bass clef. E flat, third above is G. A major second above G is A. And we're not going to stack this directly right on top. It's just going to scooch a little bit over to the side. Scooch a little bit over to the side. And this is B. That needs to be sharp. Perfect fourth above G is C. Perfect fifth above D flat is A. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. It's a flat. B. Perfect. Whoa, not perfect. It's a major seventh. B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And then an octave above C is C. So the goal is to not rush through it, just to make sure it's right. Do it right the first time. And if you've had a long day, that's okay. I've had a long day, so I don't want to rush through it. I want to just make sure I get it all right. Okay, number 6. Name the circled intervals in the music below. A, we have a fourth. I'm sorry, no it's not, it's a fifth. Woo! See, told you, I've had a long day. This is another fifth. C, this is a third. This is now a fourth. E, this is a sixth. This is a second. And this is a third. There you go. So there's the answers for the first 2 pages. Let's see. Is there another page here? Oh, there are. How many more pages are there? There's just 2 more. So I think I'm going to make that into a separate video because we're already at 13 minutes. So this is the first 2 pages of Unit 5 Intervals of the Scale, Part 1.